We have completed Class 6 Geography Chapter 1. Now we are going to Chapter 2. In Chapter 2, first, our Earth is in geoid shape, which we already know. Our Earth, we are drawing an imaginary line in the center of the Earth, which is called as Equator. So, Equator is an imaginary line which divides the Earth into two, Northern Hemisphere as well as Southern Hemisphere. So, Earth is divided into Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere by Equator, which is an imaginary line which is drawn in 0 degree. So, the top of the Earth is North Pole and the bottom of the Earth is South Pole. Top of the Earth is 90 degree north, which is the North Pole, and bottom is 90 degree south, which is South Pole. Then we have some lines. We draw some imaginary lines parallel to the equator. Those lines are called as, see, our Earth is in geoid shape. We have divided it by a line called as equator, which passes through 0 degree, and we draw some lines parallel to the equator, and those lines are called as parallels of the latitude. This is measured in degrees. We say it in degree. So parallels of latitude. Then we have, by using this we can locate a position. Actually we can locate a point, locate a place using this position. But say if it is 20 degree latitude, saying it as 20 degree latitude, if it is 20 degree latitude, it has both 20 degree north latitude as well as 20 degree south latitude, because 20 degree north to equator we have 20 degree north latitude, 20 degree south to equator we have 20 degree south latitude. In this 20 degree north we have Chandrapur in Maharashtra, whereas in 20 degree south we have Belo Horizonte in Brazil. These two are different positions, so we can't locate an exact position. We can say that this place lies in this line and this place lies in this line. We can say this, but we can't exactly say the point in which it exists. So this is a fact which is given. Then we have 0 degree equator, which is an important latitude. Then we have some other 4 important latitudes. One is 23.5 north, which is called as Tropic of Cancer, and then 23.5 south, which is called as Tropic of Capricorn, and then we have 66.5 north, which is called as Arctic Circle, and 66.5 south, which is called as Antarctic Circle. These are the most important latitudes. Tropic of Cancer 23.5 north, and Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 south, and Arctic Circle 66.5 north, and Antarctic Circle 66.5 south. So below Antarctic Circle, so this is Earth. Say this is Earth. So below 66.5 south and above 66.5 north, we have a zone which is called as Frigid Zone. Why it is called as Frigid Zone? Because sun does not rise much above the horizon in this place. In this place, sun does not rise above the horizon, because of its sunrise. Because of the availability of sunrise, this region will be always cold. It is a cold region. Sun does not rise above horizon, and it will receive less heat. Because of the less amount of sunrise which is available in this region, it will have less heat and it will be very cold, and the sunrise will always be slanting in this frigid zone. After this we have south temperate zone as well as north temperate zone. This is equator 0 degree. Above equator we have Tropic of Cancer, and below equator we have Tropic of Capricorn. So the region from frigid zone to the Tropic of Cancer, as well as the region from frigid zone 66.5 south to 23.5 south, is called as south temperate zone as well as north temperate zone. So it is called as south temperate zone as well as north temperate zone. In the temperate zone, the temperature will be always moderate. The temperature will be always moderate in this region, and it will in this position also, in this place also, sun never shines overhead. In this place also, sun never shines overhead, and it will have a moderate temperature, and compared to the top frigid zone, it will be having moderate temperature. And this region as well as this region is called as torrid zone. So this torrid zone is the place which receives maximum heat. In the midday, sun lies exactly overhead at least once. Sun will lie exactly overhead at least once in this torrid zone. It will receive maximum heat, and the precipitation will be also higher in this region. So in considering India, half of the India will be in this torrid zone, and half will be in temperate zone. Our southern part will be in the torrid zone, whereas in the northern part will be in the temperate zone. So because of this fact, southern part will be receiving much heat compared to that of northern part. So these are the things relating to latitudes, major latitudes. Then we have 20 and a half south. In 20 and a half south, we have Tonga Islands in the Pacific Ocean. Tonga Islands is in 20 and a half south, we have Tonga Islands in Pacific Ocean and Mauritius Island in the Indian Ocean. So we can say that in 20 latitude we have 20 north as well as 20 south, but in same 20 degrees south itself we have both Tonga Islands in Pacific Ocean as well as the Mauritius Island in the Indian Ocean. So wait. So it is like, say this is Earth. We have a Pacific Ocean here as well as here we have Pacific Ocean, and near India we have Indian Ocean. So in 20 degrees, they are saying 20 degrees south. In 20 degrees south, say it exists in 20 degrees south, we can locate place in the Pacific Ocean as well as we can locate place in the Indian Ocean also. So in 20 degrees south itself, we have Tonga Islands in the Pacific Ocean as well as Mauritius Island in the Indian Ocean. And then, so by this fact, we can't locate a place precisely. So because of this, we are drawing another one line which cuts this latitude or the horizontal lines. To cut the latitude, we are drawing one vertical line which is called as longitudes. This vertical line cut the latitude and it will create a point. By using this horizontal as well as vertical lines, we can locate a position so easily. So this vertical lines are called as longitudes. So longitudes, comparing latitude will be reducing the size. In equator will be having great extent, whereas in the 66.5 north it will be like this. It will be reducing its shape, right, reducing its length, right, but longitudes are equal everywhere. And longitudes are semicircles, whereas latitudes are an entire circle we are saying, and longitudes are just semicircles. And 180 degree and 0 degree, both 180 degree and 0 degree lies on the like this. So this is 0 degree, means this is 180 degree, which combines and forms a complete circle. So 0 degree is called as prime meridian. 0 degree prime meridian passes through British as well Royal Observatory Greenwich, British Royal Observatory Greenwich. Then this 0 degree as well as 180 degree will be lying on the same line. So actually 0 degree is like this. Then after a complete rotation, 180 degree will also exist in the same line only. So 180 degree as well as 0 degree will be lying on the same plane. The lines which are east of the longitude are called as west of the longitude are called as western hemisphere, and on the east we say it as eastern hemisphere. So by this we are getting northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, and then western hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. So then we have these lines are called as meridians of longitude. They are semicircles and they are also measured in degrees of longitude, then minutes, then seconds. Then we have Dubri Assam. Assam is located in 26.5 north and 90 degree east. So 26.5 north, if you say 26.5 north is this line. Sorry, 26.5 north is this line. Then if it is 90 degree east, if it is in this line, this two combine together to point that Dubri Assam location. Then shadow by the sun. Shadow by the sun will be shortest at noon and it will be longest at the sunrise as well as sunset. So if you see shadow during the mid time, during the 12 o'clock, during lunchtime, then the shadow will be shortest, and during sunrise or sunset the shadow will be very large. Then Greenwich time. So Greenwich time, when the sun is at the highest point, that is which is means midday or noon, it's called as Greenwich time. In Greenwich time, if it is 12 o'clock, the sun will be at the highest point. So east of Greenwich time will be ahead of Greenwich time, whereas west of Greenwich time will be behind Greenwich time. Say if it is so consider this example. So Earth is 360 degree. So 360 degree. To rotate 360 degree, Earth rotates, right? To rotate itself, it is needed to rotate 360 degree. For that it takes 24 hours. Which means to rotate 15 degree it takes 1 hour, and to rotate 1 degree it takes 4 minutes. So 1 degree takes 4 minutes. So if it is 15 degree east, then 15 cross 4 is equal to 16 minutes. So it is 60 minutes ahead of Greenwich time. So if it is 12 p.m. in Greenwich time. So if the Greenwich time is at the highest point, it means it is 12 o'clock. So east of Greenwich time will be 1 hour ahead of Greenwich time by this calculation, and the west of Greenwich time will be 1 hour behind the Greenwich time. So India, considering India is ahead of Greenwich time, which means we are in the east. We are east of Greenwich time, so we are ahead of Greenwich time. So Greenwich Greenwich Meridian passes through the UK. So it is passing through UK. UK is located here, means our India is here, which means India is located east. So because of this fact, we are ahead of Greenwich time. Our Indian Standard Time meridian is 82.5 east is the standard time. By using this longitude only, we are calculating the standard time. So by this, if we calculate 82.5 into 4, then it means it is around 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of the Greenwich Meridian time. Then Earth have 24 time zone. Our India have only one time zone. Whereas the entire Earth have 24 time zones, and in this 24 time zones, Russia itself is having 11 time zones. Because of its great area, it is having around 11 time zones. Say if the region is having so this is the time extent. So here west, east, this is the time extent. So this region time and this region time will differ. Okay, so in Russia, this extent, the horizontal extent is much. So Russia will be like this great space. So because of this great area, the Russia is having 11 time zone, and USA is having 7 time zones. Canada is having 6 time zones. 1 hour each 15 degree it's having. Okay, so Russia is 11, USA is 7, and Canada is having 6 time zones, whereas India is having only 1 time zone, which is called as Indian Standard Time, which passes to 82.5 east. So we have completed our chapter 2, Classics Geography. Subscribe to my Eminent IAS Academy.